For any Xbox or PlayStation codes or cheap games on any platform, use the referral link in the description. It'll take you to g2a.com. Use the promo code CHES over there and you'll get yourself 3% cash back. For all No Identity merchandise, hats, hoodies and t-shirts, follow the link in the description down below to the No Identity Fan Fibre website. Hey guys, welcome to episode number 9 of Season 3 here at Real Oviedo. We start with an away game against Athletic Bilbao, who actually are having a terrible start to the season, down there at the second bottom spot in the bottom 3 with 4 points from 7 games. Vallecano, of course, we made them suffer their 7th straight defeat of the season so far, scored 2, conceded 19. Sorry lads. We have Bilbao followed by, if I quickly go to the calendar to show you, followed by a game against Spartak Moscow in the Champions League, a competition that I actually have rejuvenated hopes for after our rather resounding victory against Borussia Dortmund. And following that, we have Malaga back in the league, and it's time for Copa del Rey action with the first leg against Almeria. The second leg doesn't come for over a month until we're into December. So games that are very much winnable today, and I'd very much like to win them and win them well. We are 4th in the league currently and could progress slightly higher if we get the right results today. Real Madrid still the side to beat in the league. They won the league by a margin last year, 21 points I think it was in the end, and they're setting the pace early on in season number 3 as well. So we'll have to keep our fingers crossed that we can get the results that we want from today's games and hope that we can close that gap to them at the top, at least close the gap to those in 2nd and 3rd. But we'll start with Bilbao away. Drop the video a like if you enjoy, subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any more, whether it's this series, Fatal or the Arsenal series. But for now, Bilbao. Chichariti, see the ball on out wide there to Kiko, will drive inside, use Heselu. Pineda's making a good runner, wait and then play it, and Pineda on his left foot, which was a good save out of Iago Herrerin. Of course, their former goalkeeper, Malaga, now plays for me. So this is the first time he's playing against his former team since joining us. And he played very well against us for Bilbao last season. So I'm glad that we were able to pick him up, because at least he's in our goal and not denying us scoring goals playing for Bilbao anymore. But after the opening 6 minutes, we've had our first chance of the game, but it unfortunately hasn't gone in. Pineda through the gap. Chichariti. Oh, it's nicely into Selu. Will go across goal. How many times this season have we seen him finish exactly like that? Selu makes it Oviedo 1, Bilbao 0 after just 10 minutes. Nice move. That seems to be his signature finish right now. Drilled hard and low across the goal into that far bottom corner. Again, it's enough to give us the lead. Corner for Bilbao. Munayin whips it in, trying to head it away, and we've gotten it as far as Chichariti at least. Running around the outside here is Kishna. They've left one defender back, but they've got loads of defenders that have tracked back a lot quicker than any of my offensive players have rushed forward. But now there's a bit of space for some forward players, and Castro will get this out wide here to Femenia. Is he going to turn back inside, then try and squeeze that to Castro, get it back to Kiko? And can the right back replicate what Selu's already done? Yes, he can, but in more emphatic fashion into the top corner this time. Oviedo 2, Bilbao 0. Williams inside there to Oscar DeMarcos, driving into the space. Santa Maria is in the box here. Cross. That's a really nice goal. A very well worked goal. Iko Munayin at the back post. They've pulled it back to 2-1 pretty much immediately after we've gone 2-0 up. So our 2-goal lead didn't last any more than 4 minutes. Keisha with a nice ball looking for Chichariti, who's in behind here. He's got pace. He's got a lot of pace. I've got no one to pass it to, so I'm going to have to turn and look for support as it arrives. And here is Konoplyanka. It's a good save by Iago Herrerin. Now, if you cast your mind back to the final games of last season, we did have a 1-0 and then subsequently a 2-1 lead. Oh, now we've got a 3-1 lead against Athletic Bilbao. And they came back from 1-0 down to 1-1, came back from 2-1 down to 2-2. And then in the end, ended up winning by 3-2. They can't do that now, because as I was explaining that, we've gone and scored another one. So we're 3-1 up here now against Bilbao. I think that shows a sign that we've progressed as a side. We are much better than we were at the end of last season, in the beginning to this. And we've really, really come on as a team, because yes, they have a different goalkeeper now that isn't necessarily as good, but he still made some top saves in this game. And we've played no better than I did last time I played against Bilbao, but we're having a much better time of things. 3-1 up here inside the first half. Got a corner with Castro. And he's whipped in, and at the near post is Raul Garcia. Actually, I'm going to drill this back to the edge of the box, and Kirchner's there, and that is a hell of a hit, and it's not the defender off his feet he hit it so hard, Balenciaga. And it'll be a corner again on this far side. Cicciaretti whip it this time. That's a good delivery. Up goes Raul Garcia again, seemingly winning everything aerially for them. Very good player, of course, Raul Garcia, and strong physically. And is that him underneath it again? No, it's San Jose. Cicciaretti drills that back in. Keeper's calm, you can only punch, but he has punched it well clear. Selu, play that over the top, looking for the runner, Kirchner, who's in behind. Kirchner! There's a fourth. We're in great goal-scoring form right now. At the beginning of the season, I was struggling to score goals, but we've found our stride now. 5 against Dortmund, 4 here against Bilbao, and there's still over half an hour to go. Oh, I've given that away. That's my own fault. I've been making a lot of mistakes like that this season. Just delaying with it in defensive areas, and it's cost me a goal there. Thankfully, we already had a decent lead, so it's not going to cost me any points, but I really need to get that out of my game. It's costing me far too much at the minute. There's the final whistle. Despite my defensive foul up towards the end, we still come away with a solid and convincing victory, 4-2 here against Bilbao. After losing to them 3-2 last season, as we mentioned, I'm pleased with the progress the side has made. There's another set of 3 points to go towards our total. That moves us from 13 points to 16, but I'm not sure how everybody above us has done on this match day. So we'll head now into the game against Spartak Moscow and hopefully pick up another set of 3 points in the Champions League now as well. Here's Popov down the left-hand side. Could cross now. He's got a bit of space. He has done. We'll get it clear. Retsos heads away. Corner for Spartak Moscow in the opening 7 or 8 minutes. Now, they only lost by a single goal to nil against Paris Saint-Germain. Although we only lost by a single goal, although it was 2 goals to 1. So we should be able, in theory, to do well here against Moscow. Obviously, I'm playing a slightly rotated side because of the nature of the fixture list, but the way that we've been able to grow as a club in the past 6 months or so means that our rotated side is actually probably good enough to do a decent job here against Spartak. So I'm confident that we can get something from this. They drew with Dortmund, and of course we were able to hammer Borussia Dortmund. So fingers crossed. That means that we should be in a position to actually get a decent result here. Abel Hernandez couldn't quite get on the end of that, and Video can't win it back either. But they've just been loose with possession. Team all looking side here to Korb. Actually go out wide to Fernandez, and then Abel Hernandez is there, and he's come short for it, which is nice. I poked that looking for the run, but Bacchetti has done brilliantly to cut that out. Otherwise, Timor would have been through one-on-one. Promes out wide to Glushakov. Glushakov inside to Ananidze. Or Jano, I don't know how to pronounce that. Popov into Promes, option out wide right, and he will use it. Here's Zeshenko on the overlap. It's a great ball in, and that's a brilliant goal. I tried to close the ball down there with Jose Fernandez, but he just didn't seem interested on actually getting closer to try and clear it. He wanted to wait for the ball to come to him. Unfortunately, Fernando didn't wait for the ball to come to him. He attacked it like I asked my defender to do, and that's the result. 1-0 Spartak. Waiting for support, actually go backwards. Fernandez to Korb. Nice turn by Hajrovic. Oh, he's in. Left-footed Hajrovic buries. For some reason, I'm always confident when Hajrovic is in that position on his left foot. And it's another really good finish. We're back level just after the half hour. Good touch. And the defender just committed there and he shouldn't have. It's the sort of defending that I normally do. It's a very good finish, actually. Extremely accurate into the bottom corner. We are level again. Corner for Spartak. Promes to take it. Oh, wow. That's a looper. Leisner wins the header. Now Hernandez will bring it down. I've got a runner on that far side, and we'll look to use Hajrovic. He's just got to the ball ahead of everyone else. Video's well offside now, but Hajrovic is still onside, and he's in behind. Can we get ourselves a lead before half-time? Hajrovic. He's just deadly. Why don't I play him over Cicciaretti? I don't know. Because he's fantastic. I may start to play him over Cicciaretti once the fixture list slows down a little bit. A brace here for Hajrovic. 2 goals in this second half, or in this first half, sorry, for him to give us a 2-1 lead. Good ball over the top. Can't get it away with Varela. It drops to Promes. Yes, Retsos. That's a great tackle. He's done brilliantly there. Play this forward, and then I'll play it over the top, looking for the right. Oh, it's Timor. Never mind. He's not going to use any pace to get on that, is he? But Abel Hernandez has won it back, and Hajrovic returns it to him. Abel Hernandez in behind to make it 3. There we go. Game over. 3-1 in the 65th minute. A mistake from them at the back, but we punished them for. Hajrovic with 2 goals and an assist. and we're going to get 3 points in the Champions League. Promes winds up and delivers the ball in. Kombarov, he's done me there with a drop of the shoulder, hits the post. What a strike from Kombarov, that was ridiculous. Timur trying to get it forward but can't. Hernandez will get it under control, look for Hirovic. Could look to return the ball maybe, or go left. We'll go for the return ball. Hernandez looking to get on the end of it but can't. Well, Spartak very nearly brought the gap back to just the one goal then with that strike there, but thankfully he's pile-drived it off the post and it's come out again.
And he gives it back to it.
Timur into Varela. Short there to Sanchez, who's come on here. Just going to drive into that space, and I might as well keep driving because space has opened up. I'll give it there to Abel Hernandez, who can roll the defender, and we are in for a fourth. And we've scored said fourth. I can't stop scoring at the minute. I couldn't score at the beginning of the season, and now I can't stop. That's 8 goals so far in today's 2 games. Can we score 4 against Malaga as well? We'll have to wait and see. There's still time to maybe find a 5th in this one, although I doubt it. Corner for Quincy Promes. And it's not the best. Hurtado can only punch it straight back to him though. Let's close him down. Another good ball in, and Hurtado can only punch it straight out to another Spartak player, and if it weren't for Timur, that would have been 4-2. What happened to the goalkeeper there? Did he get stuck on someone in the middle? That was an unbelievable defensive block there. Advance it a little bit. I know he came out to it and tried to just dive on top of it and missed it, and Timur, wow. The CDM, that is the best piece of defensive positioning I think I've ever seen in FIFA. Genuinely. It was that good. Sanchez will look over the top for Fernandez, who will bring this down first time. I'll dink it to ensure that Galvez will get to it, and we could be in for a 5th here across to Hernandez. He has himself a hat-trick. Abel Hernandez has found his goal-scoring boots. We, as a team, have found our goal-scoring boots. 5-1 against Dortmund, 4-2 against Bilbao, 5-1 against Spartak Moscow. The tide has turned. There's the final whistle. I mean, I don't know where these results are coming from right now, but I am not going to complain. We are on fire as a team right now. Let's head now into that game against... wow, Dortmund beat PSG. This group is wide open. How can Dortmund lose 5-1 to me when PSG dominated me and then go and beat Paris in Paris? This makes no sense. None whatsoever. Malaga up next. Rosales drills that into the middle, and Malaga very nearly with the perfect start. Good save by Arrizabalaga. Corner to come in from Keko. Malaga on the front foot at the beginning, really trying to start this game as they mean to go on, but unfortunately for them their corner delivery isn't that good. Huselu stops that dead with his chest. That's very well done. And Pineda will look to play the ball into Chicharete, who's very fast. I've got 2 defenders with me. I'm going to need to look for support, which is arriving. Huselu's here, but he can't get his foot on the ball, and they've won it back again. Almost forgot the ball there, Keko. Oh, how's that for a delivery? Wow, Sandro, what a save. Arrizabalaga, he's at it again. The delivery there was unreal. Outstanding and unreal in the same word. Keko to take the corner for them, and that's poor. Really poor. Huselu will come for that. We'll just lay that down to... well, ideally a teammate, but no, we're giving it to Kone. He's Alvarez. He could shoot. I probably would have in that position. Trying to shrug off the defender. Finds Torres here with the pass. Malaga really caused me some problems in these opening moments. Kuki with a turn. Very, very good footwork from him. And he will look to find a teammate maybe. Yes, back heel, but thankfully he's heeled it straight to Ed Lewis. I'm going to have to concentrate here, otherwise we might find ourselves going a goal down for the 3rd game in a row. And I'm not so sure, with Malaga playing like this, whether we'd be able to come back and dominate the way we have done in the previous 2. Put that back there to Pineda. Through the gap. Finds Konoplyanka, Femenia, Chicharete. First team place is under threat right now. Konoplyanka, oh, well held by Carlos Camini. That was destined for the top corner. Really nice finesse effort from Konoplyanka there. Really poor clearance from the goalkeeper. Pineda will get that to Huselu, or lay this off to Chicharete, but Rika cuts it out. Castro with the tackle. And I've got so many options here, I don't know which one to use. Pineda played in around the side, and he's going to pull off here, Huselu. That is brilliant. Fantastic positional play from Huselu. The 2 defenders sucked in towards the ball, and Pineda just got his head up, waited for him just there to slow up as everybody pushed on. That's fantastic. That's what Huselu does best. He's just deadly. He and Hirovic, and Abel Hernandez actually now, are all in great form. We cannot stop scoring goals. Konoplyanka in there to Rico. Go out wide again? No, I'll dink inside. That was really nicely done. And I'll play the ball across, and Kirchner turn inside, and with a deflection it goes wide. I had no idea what was going to happen there. Cross coming here from Cicciaretti from the corner. It's a good delivery. Kamini's come a long way for that and not, in the end, gone for it. Oh, all right, great. Oh, nicely dropped the shoulder there, Pineda, and he's still running here. Still going. I've got no support out on that side, though, so I'm going to have to turn back central. Oselu. Cicciaretti first, then out to Kishna. Are we in for a second? Go across goal. No, we're not. Yes, we are. No, we're not. Rosales gets in the way. Cicciaretti just decided not to actually jump for that, despite the fact I asked him to challenge for the header. 68 minutes in, despite scoring 9 goals in the previous 2 games, we've only got 1 so far in this one. But, as it stands, 1 would be enough. Irovich wins the header. He's come off the bench here. Can he have an immediate impact? Maybe. Looking to play him in. Didn't get to that header, but Gonzalez will race onto the loose ball. And turn inside. There's Hirovic. Surely not. Oh my word. The man's a machine right now. He's been on the pitch a matter of seconds. Literally, he came on from that goal kick, flicked the ball on, and has now continued the move and finished it on his right foot too. Slight question marks over the goalkeeper there though. Pretty sure Kamini should have kept that out, but never mind. 2-0. Gonzalez use Pineda. Push a lot of people forward here, Malaga, and that is going to be their downfall. We are in to perhaps score a third. Power shot from Heselu. We are in to score a third. We genuinely cannot stop scoring right now. Kishna into Korb. I mean, they've overcommitted again here. And Hirovic is going to be in. And surely Hirovic, on his left foot, is going to score again. The CPU have not been able to cope with me today. 3 games, 13 goals. There's the final whistle. Another really promising victory. I'm actually getting more and more confident now that we could have an extremely successful season here in this 3rd season at Real Oviedo. We'll wrap it up by having a quick look at the league table before we do anything, and then that'll be the end of today's episodia. As it's Copa España next, or Copa del Rey against Almeria, but we're worried about this. We are 3rd in the table. Real Madrid just keep winning. We keep scoring, but they keep winning, and they and Atleti have both scored more goals than us, as have Villarreal. Where are Barcelona? I don't understand why Barcelona always start the season so poorly. They're down in 14th. They'll finish in the top 4 as they did last year, but they always start really bad. Vallecano have a point. They've drawn 1. Congratulations, lads. Well done. Well, we're 3rd for now. That will bring us to a close for today. Thank you very much for watching. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you haven't. I'll see you later.